Welcome to your second journey into wild space.
Woo!
With Sisters of the Force. I am Branwen.
And I'm Seah. Hello.
And we're back with another episode. This is our second episode in season 3. How are you feeling, Seah?
Oh my gosh. Second episode in season 3. It doesn't really feel real.
I know.
Not yet.
I know. And it was a few weeks ago that we did the Hidden Fortress one.
Yeah, so that I'm just confused.
I've forgotten everything about it.
Perpetually confused.
Yeah. But it is amazing to be back. I am really excited about this episode. This episode is kind of interesting. It's kind of a bridge because, as you may have heard in our Hidden Fortress episode, we're doing these one-offs, which are called Journeys into Wild Space, of which this is the second, where we're going to just delve into all different aspects of Star Wars, some factual stuff, some story stuff, all of the different things.
And we get to go wherever we want to go.
We do, with whoever we want to go there with,
Yeah.
which is very exciting. But yeah, this particular episode also connects to the other main part of season 3, which is a Clone Wars rewatch for me. And
First watch for me.
yeah. So this has got both. This is Wild Space because it's like a kind of specific episode about a particular aspect of Star Wars, but it's also part of the Clone Wars.
Yes. And I'm going in blind. This is going to be one of the most interesting podcast episodes for me because I feel like I'm now a guest on my own podcast.
Yeah, I love that for you. I think it's cool.
I'm so excited. I have done zero prep.
This episode is kind of your prep in a way. Like, you're going to be prepped for Clone Wars, as are you, dear listener, when you listen to this episode. It's going to get you into Clone Wars mood. It's going to get you into Clone Wars knowledge. It's going to prepare you. And while we're on the subject, there may be some spoiler material for the Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So
if your memory is anything like mine, it won't matter because you won't remember by the time it gets to it, by the time we get to the rewatch. But if you would rather avoid spoilers, maybe save this episode for later on down the line.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to try not to give away too many Clone Wars secrets, but I think you can't really talk about what we're going to talk about without doing that a bit. So this episode was kind of inspired by our guest, who we've yet to introduce. She's sitting there very quietly.
She's doing very well.
The lovely Mary is back. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Mary.
Sitting quietly but very wiggly.
She is really wiggly.
You did a great
excited.
job staying off mic just for a few minutes while we waffled. But yeah, you said to us a little while ago how much you loved the clones.
Yeah.
And I can't help feeling that you influenced the fact that we're doing the Clone Wars as our next season.
I did offer to do you an essay on clones when...
This is it. This is your essay on clones.
Yeah, this is it. I think that is the origin of this episode. Although if you can see my notepad in front of me, I feel like I might have done
You've
the essay.
also written
I've
an
done the essay on clones. They're just great. I love clones. I love the clones. And we'll go into it a bit more.
I'm sure we will.
And thank you for having me back. What an honour and a privilege.
So
It's
exciting.
always a pleasure. Yeah, you're so much part of the Sisters of the Force gang, and it's great to have you here. Yeah, clones. Like, I was very excited when you said that because out of everything in the Clone Wars, I feel like I am missing some clones knowledge, some clone details, some clone. I mean, obviously, I've watched the Clone Wars and I've seen the clones pop up in many other things. I've watched the Bad Batch, I've watched Rebels. They're there in all of those things. But this is going to be a bit of a journey for me as well, I think. So thank you for suggesting this.
Being our resident clone expert.
I just sort of really latched onto them. It might be a sort of quasi therapy session for me. Why do you like the clones
let's
so
do this. So why? Okay, this is a two-part question. Okay, what is it about the Clone Wars? Because I know it's one of your fave Star Wars things. And then more specifically, what is it about the clones? Why do you think they grabbed you in the way that they did?
Lovely. Okay, part A. I love how the Clone Wars just really fills out that space for us between episode 2 and episode 3. And we get to learn so much about loads of different planets and species and characters and it's so rich and so deep. I find it really exciting. It might be my favourite Star Wars. If you were like, you could only watch one more Star Wars thing forever, I probably would choose Clone Wars. And then the reason I love the clones is I think their brotherhood, the way that they fight for and love each other, and yet they're individuals, and we don't see that at all in the movies, but you get into Clone Wars and you're learning about the individual clones, and their development and their stories, and they're funny and clever, and sounds like I want to date the clones. I don't, but I just they're really great, and there are clones who like don't want to fight, and secrets and intrigue, so much intrigue. They get me right in the feelings. I think that's why. And they're just another pawn in, you know, Palpatine's battle, that whole thing, and I just have loads of empathy for the clones, I think. And sort of the droids as well. You know,
everybody was a pawn.
Oh no, I'm making myself sad.
I mean, the Clone Wars is a bit of a tragedy. I mean, it's got its kind of funny moments and light-hearted episodes along the way, but a lot of it is pretty hard going, you know, emotionally. And ultimately, it's a tragedy.
We know where it's going.
Spoiler alert. Oh my goodness. I don't think any of us are ready to relive Order 66 again.
Not ever ready for it, and yet Lucasfilm keep throwing it at us.
I know.
Different forms.
With all the
Different
flashbacks, the Grogu flashbacks in Mando, it's like,
that was enough. We're not ready. It's all too soon. We can't handle it.
Flashbacks. I really love that, and I love what you said about us not really differentiating the clones in the movies. I hadn't actually thought of that, but it's true.
Yeah, they don't have personalities at all.
Yeah.
My only knowledge of the clones is what we see in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, so nothing.
You see a lot of them sort of fighting, but you don't really see any of them.
You don't connect with any of them. It's the same way that you see the battle droids fighting, but you don't connect with them.
When I was younger, I wasn't as into Star Wars, I thought the clones were stormtroopers because they look very similar. And I thought, oh, big army of like sort of white helmets, stormtroopers, but they're absolutely like not at all. And and getting more into it helped me understand the difference. And obviously it was a different war essentially. But
I feel like they did a great job of that going into the Bad Batch, which, you know, it picks up the baton, if you like, as Clone Wars ends at Order 66, pretty much, and the Bad Batch starts at Order 66 and continues onwards. You get to see, like, the development of the Stormtrooper regime, Project War Mantle, which is where they kind of started recruiting.
Is that when they started stealing children, or is that later on?
Well, no, I think it's recruits. I think the First Order did the children stealing, and I'm pretty sure the Empire did as well. But the early sort of proto-stormtroopers were recruited soldiers.
Cool.
And they've got a very different character. Even though, as you said, Mary, all the clones have got different characters within themselves, they're all quite different from stormtroopers, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
I think fundamentally clones are good. They're like, and they kind of are programmed in a way. I mean, I don't want to say human, but they're
Well, I mean, they are.
They're like grown from you. Yeah. And they have sort of things tinkered in their brains, which we learn out a bit more throughout the Clone Wars. But they're good at their core.
Yeah.
They save people. And
they're like children in a way because, hey, we're jumping ahead into some of the the science and stuff. But the way the Kaminoans bred the clones, they did some genetic modification.
Them, didn't they?
Yeah, they grow at twice the speed. Yeah.
Right.
So when they go into war, they look and whatever as though they're around 20 years old or whatever, but really they've only been alive for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's a really interesting like combination of nature and nurture which is specific to cloning, I guess, where they've inherited some of Jango Fett's kind of characteristics and skills, and obviously his face and, you know, physique and stuff, and his voice, but they also learn new things through their training and everything else, which I'm sure we'll talk about. And as you said, Mary, they tinker with them. They do tweak the genetic stuff, partly to do the speeding up of the growth, but they also make them more docile. They take out some of the aggression, which sounds counterintuitive, but it means they can then like retrain them how they want them to fight.
Sure.
So rather than just using Jango's like aggression, and he was like, we didn't get to see much about Jango.
No. Jango was quite a short-lived character.
But I got the feeling he wasn't a particularly good guy. You know, he was a bounty hunter. So they didn't necessarily want all of his characteristics, so they did some
little mods.
But I love seeing how they got his face and they all look the same. And you think that could be really challenging for a TV show with that. But they all have like their own
Like modifications?
Modifications. So some of them have a little tattoo or different hairstyles.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
like the older ones start looking older, like the first gen ones, like your
Yeah,
Rex and
yeah.
Cody's, start getting lines and stuff on their faces. And
quite early on.
but you can tell each of the different ones, and that's really lovely. So they say they have their own personality and individuality.
Yeah.
That comes through in the way that they
I suppose they choose,
customise
and they choose to
themselves.
present themselves,
Yeah.
which is interesting as well.
There's a word
And
there I can't reach, but
they do that in their armor as well. Like I always imagined in my memory, maybe that's because I'm just basing my memory on Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, that they all look the same, which maybe not so much in Revenge of the Sith, but Attack of the Clones, they're all new. They're fresh off the production line.
Yeah.
And so they do all look very similar. And part of that's possibly the animation restrictions of the time.
Yes, sure.
But as they go through the Clone Wars, they kind of add different colours, and like Rex has got his kind of eye things, which I didn't know about. Do you know about this? He's got these painted on eyes on his helmet, which is called Jaig eyes, which comes from Mandoa. The Mandoa is Jaigalara la Surhaise, which means shriek hawk eyes.
oh wow, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They're sort of worn as a combat honour, and they're like on top of his helmet, above his eyes. There's like a couple of like these kind of hawk eye things. And if you watch Rebels, Kanan has, when he wears his eye mask thing, spoiler alert, he has the same things painted on there as well, which I think he was sort of, he had met Rex by that point and found a connection with him through that, which is really cool.
I love when some of the clones pop up in other series, and
It's the
it gives me
best.
so much joy.
It's the best.
Nice.
I think I fell in love more with the Clone Wars when I was watching The Bad Batch. Because I just love the Bad Batch. I love the sort of microness of it compared to the macro of the Clone Wars, like you were talking about earlier. The Clone Wars is huge, whereas the Bad Batch, it just follows like 5 or 6 characters in quite close proximity to each other most of the way. But you do dip into Clone Wars type things, and you meet other clones and everything else after the war and everything.
Oh, wow.
And it made me kind of love the Clone Wars in a new way.
And jumping a bit, but that's made me remember something I meant to say earlier. But when we're in Bad Batch and we're learning about like the phasing out of the clones, and how basically it's a lot cheaper just to get these recruits in, and so they just start sort of phasing out the clones and treating them really badly. It's really sad, especially after like
you've seen
all
them.
put
what
them
they've been through.
They're fighting for the Republic. It's
And we've gone through that journey with them. You know, we've gone through 7 seasons of war with them. And okay, they're not in every episode of the Clone Wars, but they're in a high percentage of them. And so then to go into something like Bad Batch, even there's one in Obi-Wan Kenobi, isn't there? There's like a little live action moment.
Yeah.
And there's, okay, I'm not sure about this. I was looking at, while we're talking about, this isn't a random jump, while we're talking about clones popping up in other things, there was a debate for like a decade or two that in Return of the Jedi, when they're doing the bunker thing on Endor, Han's leading them on, you know, the raid of the Imperial bunker to blow up the dish and everything. There's a shot next to the bunker where they do an ambush on some stormtroopers, and there's a guy with a white beard, and he looks a bit like an old Captain Rex. And everyone's like, that's Captain Rex, before we even knew who Captain Rex was. And it seemed to be denied for years. And I'd just forgotten all about it because I was like, because I did kind of want it to be. I mean, it's a coincidence, obviously. It's just like a background actor playing a rebel soldier. But it would make sense. And timeline-wise, it kind of works. Yeah, when you see Rex in Rebels, he's got the beard and, you know, it could be him. And then so when I was looking at about Rex on Wikipedia, it says, he appeared in Return of the Jedi. So
that would be so lush.
I don't know. Listener, is this canon? Was I accidentally on the Legends page? I don't know. Can you confirm?
Do we know?
Confirm or deny?
But yeah, I love the way that they pop up in other things. And I love the way other things from the Clone Wars, touching back on your point earlier on about the scale of the Clone Wars. I mean, it's huge. Listener, if you've never watched it, you're in for a ride. It's wild. It's
oh my god. We'll go on it together. I haven't done it either. I got no idea what's going on.
It's called an anthology in that it's not specifically a timeline. It doesn't follow like one particular route through the era. It jumps around in time quite a bit. There, if you go on, the internet somewhere, you can find like the actual chronology of it, and it isn't the same order as the release order of the episodes.
Haven't you done this in chronological order? Have you done?
No, I did all of Star Wars in chronological order, but I didn't take the time to organise the Clone Wars episodes.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm a great lover of like release order anyway, because I feel like the designers of the show wanted to tell the story in this particular way.
In a particular way, yeah, sure.
And that always makes more sense to me. Otherwise, you might get things spoiled or whatever. I don't know. The anthology thing means that we get all of these like varied stories from all different places of the galaxy, some on the front line, some back on Coruscant. We get loads and loads of new characters, and some of them have really stuck with fans, not just the clones. Obviously, there are clones that have popped up in all sorts of places now, and I'm sure we're going to get some Clone Wars callbacks in Ahsoka Season 2. But yeah, there's characters that people have really fallen in love with, and I think that's really awesome. And this is another reason why we're doing the Clone Wars as our like next season, just because there's so much.
And it'll keep us busy for a really long time.
Yeah. It will keep us, we don't have to think about what we're going to do next for a very long time.
I think that it really brings me a lot of joy watching other things when there's lovely little nods to the Clone Wars. And I think, oh my God, great, I know that. And it feels really nice. That's why I would encourage anyone to watch Clone Wars.
Yeah. I think especially because it's an animated show as well, and there is a bit of a hierarchy of animated shows don't get so much coverage, people don't watch them as much, people don't take them as seriously as much, and yet Clone Wars is one of the most, like, as you said, rich shows of Star Wars. There's so much, and I feel that is vindication for us lovers of this animated show when it pops up in live action.
Is that changing, or am I just in a different space? In terms of like,
I think so.
Maybe you could say, with the Maul Shadow Lord recently being released as animation, it feels like there's lots of room in that space.
I feel like there is. Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's always been animation for adults. Cartoons for kids, whatever. You could classify things in that way. But I do think Lucasfilm and other production companies, obviously, but like Lucasfilm have been pioneering digital animation since Clone Wars. Like Clone Wars was the first show of its kind, and the level of realism, which just gets better and better with every new thing that they do. Yeah. And the stories, like we were saying, is a tragedy, the Clone Wars. It's quite a dark story. It's not particularly written for kids. There are some really dark episodes. And I don't know, Seah. I don't really know. I know you watch quite a bit of it.
I watch lots of animation,
yeah. And it's not all fluffy and comedy cartoon.
That's what Mary said to me the other day when we were crying watching something else, and I was like, I don't get like this, and Mary was like, yes you do. I've seen you do this over animated stuff.
I definitely had some reactions like that to Maul Shadow Lord. There were moments in that where I screamed, or when I laughed and I cried. I did all of the predictable things that would happen to me with live action. Yeah. I mean, the artistry of the shows now, like how Lucasfilm animation is just unbelievable. Yeah. What they've achieved.
So another thing I love about Clone Wars.
Go, do it. Tell us.
So many characters that we get to know more and more, which is great. But I love how we follow Anakin more on his journey, and we see loads of fun-loving, I mean, he's in the middle of a wall, but like fun-loving, action-y, living his best Jedi life Anakin, It's not all sexual frustration with
angsty. Less of the angst.
It's not all moody teen or, okay, and now I'm turning into Darth Vader. It's like this really lovely in-between. And he's there with Ahsoka, his Padawan, and you see their relationship and his relationship with Rex, his clone, which is like lovely. And just to shout out, there's a scene in one episode where Rex is basically covering for Anakin and Padme. And Obi-Wan comes up and Rex is like banging on the door. And I just love that like he just did that. That's like... what you do for your bestie, isn't it?
There are some character traits of certain clones that are strongly affected by the lead characters that we know from the films. So
Yes.
Cody, for
interesting.
instance, who is Obi-Wan's kind of number one, he likes Obi-Wan's cautiousness, and his behavior is a bit like Obi-Wan. And I don't know whether he inherited that from working with Obi-Wan or whether that was just a natural part of his personality. And the same with Rex. Rex is like a really quick thinking. He's very loyal, but he's got some parallel traits with Anakin. He's definitely not like Anakin.
Okay.
No, but I think what we get with Rex is more like shades of grey, in that he can see that there is a space between this is the way. Oh.
Yeah.
This is between the Jedi.
Like this is okay, this is not okay, and he can recognise that, oh, actually there's room for stuff in the middle. Yeah.
Should we, because I really want to get into all of these specific clones, but I feel like I want to just talk a bit about like the background of the clones, because part of this episode is for us, including you, listener, to get excited about the Clone Wars and like what it is that we love about it and why we're going to rewatch it and everything else. That's going to happen anyway. But the other part is I feel like I need to prep myself again. I've only seen it once. I had to do a bit of revision earlier on today and kind of get us ready for going into the Clone Wars, so that as we're watching it, we're like, oh yeah, we know a bit what's going on here. We get more deep into it because we're not just blown away by the sheer amount of characters that it throws at us.
Of course. Well, we have books for that. We've got.
Yeah, I've got my book here.
We do. We've all got a lovely copy, and you might want to buy this yourself, listener. It's on Amazon. You can probably get it from
Other booksellers are available.
It's called Star Wars: The Clone Wars Character Encyclopedia. Join the battle! ! And it's really good.
I found mine on a wall. You don't even have to buy them sometimes.
Wandering around Bristol.
Yeah.
There's copies of them everywhere. Just keep your eyes open. But it is really good. It's like a very easy read. It just dips into the characters and they're all there. Like, I'm amazed at how detailed it is. There are some little tiny background characters. But we're focusing in a bit. This is to get us ready for the clones, because the clones are probably the most populous members of the characters in Clone Wars.
Sure.
If that makes sense. I think
I'm not sure. I just went with you on that. But
I mean, there's lots of clones. There's lots
of clones. That's the way of saying it. An easy way of saying it. And I feel like if we can get to grips with some of them, and there are those things that we were saying, like sometimes it is a bit like, oh, they look a bit alike. As we're going to find out, they don't all look exactly alike.
Sure.
But it would be a good starting point to sort of delve into them a little bit, which is why we're here. So should we talk a bit about Kamino? Kamino is, by sort of coincidence, it's in wild space. And this episode is our second journey into wild space.
So we're going to Kamino.
We're literally going into wild space. I hadn't realised or twigged that it was in wild space. All I can remember is Dexter Jettster saying it's like right up here by the Rishi Maze or whatever it is, the line from, which is in wild space. So it does make sense. So I don't know if we knew what wild space was then. But yeah, I didn't also know this. This is another product of my research. Kamino had an ice age that they were all living in.
Oh.
And there was, for whatever reason, I don't know if we ever found out the reason, but they had a great flood.
Oh, wow.
In a Noah's Ark kind of a way. And rather than, they're very much like keep themselves, which is another thing that Dexter Jettster says when he introduces Anakin to them. Mm-hmm. They kept themselves, and they weren't a member of the Republic, and they didn't really want to be part of the Republic because they feared colonization, understandably, because that tends to happen when planets join. So what they did to survive this ecological disaster was they developed and used genetic engineering to adapt themselves and other species on their planet to make themselves suitable for aquatic
incredible
ecology, which
that's
is
quite
wild.
A flex, isn't it?
I think that's why they are good cloners.
Yeah.
By a disaster on their planet, they had to get good at cloning. Yeah. And then I guess they just thought they'd turn it into a business. Yeah.
Wow. That's really interesting.
Yeah, and so we had all this stuff. We mentioned it on one of our episodes a long, long time ago about Cypher DS.
Cypher DS! Jedi Master Cypher DS!
Do we see him in the Clone Wars, or is he? No, he's dead by then.
No.
Do we see a flashback?
I think we find his body. They're definitely, they're trying to find him, aren't they? Obi-Wan and Anakin.
I think they're uncovering the conspiracy of the clones and how it all happened.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because it is a bit weird. If you're Obi-Wan and you're like, wait,
Oh, wait a second.
did anyone request this clone army?
I feel like I felt Obi-Wan's perplexed. Like,
Yes.
that whole sequence in Attack of the Clones when he goes to visit the Kaminoans, and he's just like, I'm just going to ride it, you know? And then the next thing, they're being delivered.
Yeah. Wild.
They were trying to figure it out. So there is this like conspiracy. I'm still not sure exactly of the details. And no matter what I read, it feels like it's not consolidated. Cypher Dyas apparently had a force vision of a war.
Oh.
And that's what prompted him to go rogue and order a clone army from the Kaminoans.
Okay.
But my question is that a genuine force vision of the future, or
Is that Palpatine?
It's
Palpatine.
It's got Palpatine written all over it, isn't it?
It is. I mean, they very quickly, the Sith, Palpatine and Dooku, took over quickly and organised Cypher Dyas' death by paying the Pikes to blow up his shuttle. There is definitely a story about this. I think it's that they find the guy that was with Cypher Dyas on the shuttle who
survived. And he's gone a little bit kooky in like this Pike jail. Yeah. And they're sort of, And I think maybe Dooku murders him. I can't remember.
Think he does.
That's not necessarily a
knows too much.
spoiler. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But I love that episode. We learn more about the Pikes as well. They're all they're so funny. I mean, they're not funny. They're crime lords, but
I mean, they're a little bit funny.
they're a little bit funny.
Yeah, so there is this whole conspiracy thing, and I love that. But yeah, we had Nala Se, who is one of the kind of main engineers. I do love the Kaminoans. They're so
They are great.
beautiful.
They're beautifully
Very,
designed.
so graceful and sort of floaty.
love
Yeah.
They're like our classic aliens. They're the closest thing to aliens that we would have thought of as aliens before Star Wars, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like the greys, you know, those kind of...
The greys.
This episode, the whites.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Well, they, questionable motives.
Yes.
For the Kaminoans.
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately they were just business people. And scientists. It's that classic thing. It's like Pershing in The Empire and Galen Erso designing the Death Star. Like they're doing their thing without realising. I mean, they know they're building
consequences are.
soldiers, but
I don't know. Because like the whole thing with Fives and the inhibitor chip, and like they know they're reporting back to Palpatine, and they're like, oh, they found the inhibitor chip, and they mention Clone Order 66, so they know it's a thing. Maybe they don't know what it's going to trigger. Oh no, because they design it.
I don't know who programmed it. Yeah, I don't know. This is something we'll discover along the way, maybe.
Interesting.
Yeah. It just it's raw. Clone Order 66.
Still recovering and going in again. There is more about this in the Bad Batch as well, because obviously they've got chips. But as we'll get to the Bad Batch, I think, in a bit, as they are in the Clone Wars too.
They are, yeah.
So Topoka City is the big place that we see when we think of Kamino. We're thinking of Topoka City, really, which is one of the big dome cities.
Sure.
And that's where they've got this training facility. And apparently in Legends, I don't know if this is carried over yet, but I don't think it's been denied yet. They had all these learning and training areas with sort of simulated battlefield conditions, like moving floor plates and wind generators and all this kind of stuff, so that they could do training.
Okay, interesting. Do we get to see much of it?
We see a little bit.
Okay.
We see the Citadel Challenge. Do you remember the Citadel Challenge, Mary? It's a bit like Capture the Flag.
We see them training. They have to pass to, yeah.
There's definitely an episode about cadets, I'm sure.
Yeah, and we see them, and there's this one group, and they can't really work together very well. And
yeah, Domino Squad.
Yeah, Domino Squad. And, we're going to fail, and they're going to make it. And I won't give it away, but it's a lovely ending. And we see that.
Yeah, and we see it, I think, in the episode about Clone Force 99 as well, in the Bad Batch.
Yes.
I think we see, because Tarkin is trying to finish off the Bad Batch?
He switches it to live ammunition, and they're like, whoa, yeah.
But I guess the training is exactly what you'd imagine. So if you've ever played Capture the Flag or something like that, it's like you've got to get to the top of the thing and you grab the pole thing and it stops ammunition's firing at you and everything.
Right, got you.
So... yeah.
Yeah. And it's all about teamwork, basically. It's teaching them to work like as a squad.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Which some clones do better than others, as you say.
Yeah. It's one of my favourite episodes. So cute.
There are like particular forces within the clones that have
Okay.
particular training, like the ARC
Particular
troopers.
jobs to do.
Troopers,
Yeah, which stand for
Okay.
Advanced Reconnaissance Commandos.
Okay.
And so they've got a particular distinction, but there are loads of others. I started listing them. I was like, oh my God, there's so many.
There's loads.
There is like the pilot division and the speeder bike ones and
Sure,
the shock
yeah.
troopers, which are trained to work on Coruscant, and ordnance ones that are bomb specialists and all of this. So
Okay. Can they then tweak all of this within not only their training but also their genetics?
I think it's mostly training.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think genetics wise, it's just they're just trying to be efficient
Yeah,
and
yeah.
get the right donor host. You know, they got Django
Sure.
and yeah, they have to keep Django around because the genetic samples degrade as time goes on, which is why Django
Okay.
lives there, because they have to keep taking more
They have to
DNA
keep
from
taking
him.
them off him. Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just to produce them, and then once they're produced, they train them.
So then there is a finite amount of clones because then we lose Django.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, there's stuff about that, isn't it? I'm not sure if it's actually in Clone Wars or in something else. Maybe it's Bad Batch about this sample being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely some in Bad Batch.
Is that why they need Omega, because she's like got OG?
Yeah. Yes, that
So,
could be the purpose of
It's
Omega.
tickling
Yeah.
my brain. Yeah.
I think you're right there. Okay,
Ooh.
so that's a very good point. There are also some other questions that we've had along the way. I can't remember where in the podcast, but at some point we were asking about, did the Kaminoans build all the ships and equipment and
yeah.
everything?
Oh, good point.
Yeah, yeah. Well, where did that come from?
Yeah.
I think they supplied it. They
Right.
kind of, I'm guessing they charged the Republic for it. But all of those things were made by different companies. Like even the blasters,
Okay.
a lot of their blasters are made by Blastech, which make,
Yeah.
you know, they're one of the biggest blaster manufacturers in the galaxy. So they're not specific to the clones. And other weapons as well, made by different companies. They've got some stuff made by Seah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think they just source the things.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
The vehicles as well, they are made by different companies.
It's a big thing to keep under wraps, though, that as an operation.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Can I just have all of these blasters, please?
Yeah, exactly.
Into this
Like,
tiny little planet in the middle of wild space.
I mean, the clones are easy to keep secret because, like you say, they're in the middle
yeah,
of
the-
space. Nobody's going to know.
Yeah.
They're just building a. But somehow, yeah, they've had to like commission all of these vehicles and weapons to be built because it's a lot, you know.
Yeah.
It's a lot
Yeah,
of
there's a
stuff.
lot of clones. They've got a lot of things.
Yeah.
I didn't find out anything about the armor. Who made the armor?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I feel like that's got to be Kaminoan
Armor,
manufacture. Yeah, 'cause it's
yeah.
very specific. Even that, though, it's based on Mandalorian armor.
Yeah.
Certainly, the Phase 1 armor is
More
Yeah,
Mandalorian
modelled.
than anything else. Yeah. Also
Little
modelled off
deviant.
Django, maybe.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, that's
specifically Django's, I guess.
Oh,
So, should we get into
Exciting.
the Hall of Fame? Because I know
the Hall of
this
Fame,
is-
yes.
So I've kind of picked like a bunch of clones that I think are kind of key ones, but I'm sure Mary, you're probably gonna.
You've got more.
We got to start with Rex, Captain Rex.
Captain Rex. Okay.
Rex is my favourite clone.
I'm taking notes.
There, I said it. He's my
your
number
favourite?
one.
Rex. I love the naming of clones, but before we go any further,
Yeah.
Rex obviously means king. It's kind of a Latin
Yeah.
thing. But I only noticed the other day that Rex sounds a little bit like regs.
Mm.
Oh, the regs. Yeah, yeah. As opposed to like, that's what the Bad Batch call the
The other clones.
The
regular
non-
clones.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the non-anomalies. The
Yeah.
kind of normies of the
Yeah.
clones.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a
interesting.
coincidence. Rex, regs.
Rex.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
coincidence. He's like king of the regs, I guess.
Okay. What's his vibe?
He's so thoughtful and kind and
Okay.
caring and strong and brave.
Oh.
And just when we get to the Order 66 episodes, it's like him and Ahsoka, and it's just, oh my goodness,
Oh,
like
it's
it's
emotional.
powerful.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I can tell because Mary's holding her heart. You can't
I
see
am.
it. but
I'm trying to keep all my feelings in my chest. I think maybe because we follow him the most as well, and you just, because he's so like caring but strong and like thoughtful, he earns the respect of like the clones and
gotcha.
then like the other people around him, and you follow him on this journey, and like would follow him into battle. He's just
Yeah.
he's just brilliant.
He's got a massive character journey.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
takes him and Ahsoka are arguably the stars. They're not the stars necessarily, because you'd probably say Anakin is, you know, Anakin and Obi-Wan. They're all stars in their way. But because of the way the Clone Wars ends, it feels like Ahsoka and Rex are the protagonists.
Yeah.
And they share a similar journey because they start off enthusiastic, they're in the Clone Wars, they're doing their thing, but they gradually become more and more disillusioned and more questioning about why the war is happening. They're kind of starting to unpick the intrigue in their own individual ways. And I love that kind of mirroring of each other because they're very, they fight together a lot. And
interesting. Okay.
He does change, like his morals are tested. There's this whole thing with Pong Krell on Umbara where...
Oh, Krell. I can't even...
It's a terrifying arc.
Oh my goodness.
It's a really hardcore arc, isn't it? And
hardcore.
Without spoilers, but Rex has to make a really difficult decision at the end. Unfortunately, somebody else kind of makes it for him, but he shows his morals and...
Yeah.
Oh, exciting.
It's the same thing with all of the clones. Like there is this, again, talking about the sort of duality of nature versus nurture. Like they've been bred as soldiers, they've got inhibitor chips, but the inhibitor chips only really kick in at particular moments. They're not like controlling them all the time. No. So but there's also their training. And they are generally very much like follow orders. And some of the clones, as we'll go through our Hall of Fame, they very much stick to the rules. But some of them don't. And Rex is definitely one of those that if the moment is right, he will look at the bigger picture.
Yeah. Okay.
Obi-Wan says he thinks on his feet, which I think is a really good way of describing him. He's very adaptable.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Which I think you have to be.
Roger.
We've updated the soundboard.
We just got a new little Rex quote, which is kind of ironic because he's delivering a battle droid line.
Oh my God, is that in the one when they're on the Rishi outpost and he's like pretending to be to get inside?
Mary, you are like queen of the Clone Wars. I didn't know that. I just was like looking for Rex quotes and I found that and I was like, oh yeah,
it
I
just
sort
makes me laugh.
Vaguely remembered it. It's hilarious. So even that, like he's being very creative. He's impersonating a battle droid.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's a legend. The end of his arc and the way, because he's one of the few that has an extended arc beyond the show and how he forms the clone underground. We've already mentioned about the Empire like decommissioning the clones after
of course.
As they're bringing in the Stormtrooper era. And so he is the founder of the Clone Underground, which is they free disillusioned troopers who want to defect and they rescue people from, the situations that they've ended up in.
Yeah.
They're just like really awesome. And he kind of spearheads that, which I think is really awesome.
Oh, okay.
And I another bit of a side one, but I love when they pop up in Rebels when they go and find Rex, and it's him and Gregor and Wolf, I think. And they're just living their best retired clone lives.
Oh,
yeah. They sort of drag him back in, but they're just they're still there, like brothers. I think that's what gets me is like the brotherhood of it all.
Okay.
They found each other, and they weren't particularly necessarily close along the way, but they found each other in the kind of post Order 66 world. Should we talk about Wolf and Gregor? I think we'll move on to those as the next two.
Next two?
Gregor's really interesting to me.
Go on.
Yeah, go on then. Give us some Gregor.
So, I mean, the arc that it's in is like a random sort of droid adventure, which is excellent. But sort of at the end of it, they find Gregor and he sort of has amnesia, basicking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Something happened. He lost his memory and they find him working as like a dishwasher or something in this like, backwater town. And it's just wild. And they're like, oh, you're a clone. And he's like, what?
Oh wow!
He was a special ops guy. So he's good at like stealth and intelligence gathering. I can't remember what it was that led to him losing his memory, but they just find him in a diner.
I'm not sure we even find out.
He ends up after Order 66, like working for the Empire, training the new TK stormtroopers, and he doesn't. He wants out. Like he can see it's all going horribly wrong.
Yeah.
So it's him. He manages to get in touch with Rex, and Rex sends the Bad Batch to get him.
Sure.
And that's how he ends up reconnecting with Rex.
Okay.
And he becomes part of the Clone Underground as well until they end up retiring. With Wolf. So Wolf, I'm pretty sure, is a Filoni clone.
Right.
Filoni is renowned for his love of wolves.
Okay.
And there's this all, once you think that and you start watching particularly Rebels. There's a lot of Wolf stuff in Rebels. So Wolf was the leader of the Wolf Pack squad,
Right.
who were very ferocious. And they served under Plo Koon, who was Filoni's favourite Jedi.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's definitely a Filoni. He's pretty much
Filoni
Dave
clone.
Filoni in
Nice. In clone form.
in the Star Wars galaxy.
Nice. What's his thing?
I remember him more from Rebels.
Okay.
He was apparently involved in the hunt for Ahsoka after the Jedi Temple bombing. And I think she saved his life earlier on. So there's this awful kind of, like, he's doing his duty
Yeah.
But
to capture Ahsoka, even though he owes her his life kind of thing, which is pretty dark.
okay. Yeah.
He loses an eye to Ventress
Oh.
at one point, spoiler alert. So he's got kind of cybernetic eye. Yeah.
Ooh.
He, again, was part of the Imperial Army after Order 66.
Okay.
And he actually fights with Rex at one point as they're trying to capture Omega. And yeah, but that's jumping ahead into Bad Batch.
yes,
Jumping ahead,
yeah,
that's somewhere else. Okay.
Oh my God, yeah. I forgot about that.
But he like sees the error of his ways and
Yeah.
ends up joining the Clone Underground as well and helping Rex with the thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, I think they're good at their core. I do, because they make these moral decisions. I mean, you can't, as in all clones, that's not a good thing to do. But
And not all of them do make
Yeah.
good moral
No.
decisions. You know, they are only people at the end of the day.
yeah.
So Cody.
Cody. Okay. Cody is the one that we've met in Revenge of the Sith. We met him.
I don't know if he might be briefly in Attack of the Clones at the Battle of Geonosis, maybe, but definitely in Revenge of the Sith. And we see him without his helmet on at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he has a line.
Yeah.
Yes, a couple of lines, including "It will be done," you know, just before he tries to blast Kenobi.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was part of Kenobi's kind of division,
Team.
the 212th Attack Battalion.
I love Rex and Cody's dynamic. They
Yeah.
just like respect each other. They look out for each other, and like I think sort of when we first see them, maybe not, but when it's on the Rishi Outpost again, and they're like sort of doing like an audit almost of these new of the shinies of these new
the rookies.
troopers, the
Yeah.
rookies, yeah, and they're there to kind of check it out and just see how everything's going, and it's just I don't know, I just love it when the two of them are together and. It's really nice.
I mean, they're sort of like the clone parallel of Obi-Wan and Anakin in a way.
Yes.
In the sort of brotherhood way. He did not like seeing clones die unnecessarily.
Right.
Like, I think he gets a bit frustrated with the way the battle goes sometimes and that we shouldn't have done that. You know, we've lost a lot of men, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very thoughtful and he is quite cautious, like I said earlier on, in that Obi-Wan kind of way. So whether he's picked up Obi-Wan's character from Obi-Wan.
That is interesting then. If they spend enough time together, maybe they do get some kind of rubbing off of traits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a really funky orange painted helmet thing. He's got like a visor and a rangefinder thing.
That's how you tell, can't you? When they've got their helmets and that on, Rex has got like the blue shoulder pad, so you know that it's Rex. And then Cody's got the orange shoulder pad. I don't know. It's probably got a proper name, but
Rather than shoulder pad.
Shoulder pad.
I think shoulder pad will do.
I found a great Cody quote from the Bad Batch.
Oh, yeah.
And he says, he's working for the Empire in the Stormtrooper era. And he says, "Tell me something, Crosshair, this new Empire, are we making the galaxy better?" And it's like his questioning of what's going on.
Sure.
oh my God, yeah, Cody and Crosshair. Oh, I feel so badly for them.
No.
Brutal.
Oh.
Okay, fives. Fives.
I'm really enjoying how excited Mary gets at every clone you mention. This is great.
Well, Fives is there. He's one of the rookies on the Rishi Outpost.
Right.
And he's also in like that training one we mentioned, Domino Squad. But after Rishi Outpost gets into the 501st, which is Rex's squad.
Okay.
And Fives and Echo are like besties.
Right.
And something happens with, I can't remember the name of his friend, but his sort of chip goes off and
Tup.
Fives is like, that's not right. Tup, yes. And Fives is like, this isn't okay. Something's wrong. They've done something to our brains. And he kind of breaks protocol and, well, you know, I guess orders to do a bit more medical stuff with Tup to like be like, what's going on here? He's really like, and then he reports it to Rex. He's like, this isn't okay.
Yeah, doesn't Tup do like he tries to take out the Jedi that they're following?
Yes.
Oh.
His Order 66 goes off early. His chip malfunctions.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, and it's very emotional.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, we love fives. Yeah, part of the 501st.
So he's got that knowledge, that information about the chip thing
Yeah.
and his suspicions, and not so much knowledge as suspicions, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, his whole arc becomes about the chips, and in fact, he's a big reason why. Oh no, we won't give any spoilers.
I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, let's just say he directly affects what happens in Order 66
Okay.
Yeah.
during the
Right.
finale episodes. Yeah,
Okay.
like what he found out helps what happens in the
does.
yeah. It's a pretty
Oh
big
my
one.
Fives.
God.
He's great, and he's called Fives obviously because he's CT 5555.
5555.
I haven't been reading out the numbers. I've got all the numbers written down, but they're not
Oh my
very
God.
interesting. Powerful fives. The last one I've got of like the main ones is Dogma,
Oh, interesting.
which ties in with the Umbara thing I was talking about with Krell, the Jedi, the nasty Jedi. So maybe we don't
Okay.
want to talk about that too much because it gives too much of a spoiler away about that arc. But yeah, he's I think Dogma, I feel like as a name comes from dogmatic,
Right.
which is like closed-minded and stubborn and refusing evidence
Got you.
or reason. So he'll follow the letter of the law regardless of the outcome.
Right. Yeah.
And that kind of explains a bit about why he does what he does. And something happens in the Umbara arc that really opens his eyes to what's going on. And he does a massive U-turn by the end of
Okay.
the episode. I think that's the safest way of saying it.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I'll forget all this by the time we get there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a pretty hardcore arc.
It's-
like,
yeah,
I
it's a
think,
big arc.
yeah,
It's a
I
big
think it'd be
arc.
hard not to side with Dogma's sort of
Yeah.
change of opinion on that one.
The Dogma X, like the way that they work as two characters in that arc is a really brilliant observation about clones and orders and behaviour.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
So watch out for Dogma.
The other clone I'd call out would bigger would be Echo.
Okay, right. So this goes into my next section, which is
Okay,
Ooh.
okay, hold.
this goes into anomalies.
Okay.
So clones that have like defects or unusual aspects to them that makes them not like regs.
Because
Okay.
Echo starts as a reg though.
He does.
He's in Rookies. He's part of the 501st. He's besties with Fives.
He's in the Domino Squad as well.
He's a Domino Squad. Then Echo gets lost.
Oh.
Oh, now I'm just telling the story.
You can tell me a bit of the story.
He gets found again, but it's like, and that's where we see the Bad Batch. And if you've watched Bad Batch, you would have seen Echo. But he's a big character. I think all of the
Okay.
clones in 501st I just got quite attached to because you see them quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, carry on.
He's that's a really good point. I hadn't thought of it like that, but of course he starts as a reg and then he is experimented on
Oh, no.
and
Yeah.
has cyber enhancements in inverted commas. I don't know if we call them enhancements.
So like
no.
the separatists kind of they want all of the Republic like strategies, so they sort of tap into his brain essentially. They
Oh.
like hook him up to a computer.
It's brutal.
It's
Rude.
pretty brutal. Yeah.
And he comes out of it a different
Yeah.
person, quite physically as well as mentally.
I'm feeling quite sad now.
But Rex like finds him and their whole interaction where he's like, "You came back for me, Serge," and he's like, "Of course I did, soldier." And it's like, oh my god, war is awful.
Yeah, I can't wait to rewatch it and then watch Bad Batch again because, like, I think I watched it before Bad Batch, or did I? I don't know. But either way, the relationship between Clone Wars and Bad Batch is personified in Echo, really, because he's a big character in
Okay.
both of those things.
Gotcha.
I hadn't realised that his name Echo comes from his compulsion to repeat orders when they're given to him.
Yeah, like that comes up in the is it called Rookies, like the training episode?
Yeah, it's the
They're
Roger
literally
Roger
like yeah.
Roger, Roger.
It's going to grow old very quickly, that one. There's a great quote from Tech in the Bad Batch, and he says, "You're more machine than man, percentage-wise at least." And then Echo says, "Lucky me." A great twist on the Obi-Wan quote about Vader. Oh, and he's got a scomp by the end. He's got a scomp as a hand. And we've been talking about scomps on and off throughout the podcast. So he's got his own little droid scomp.
Yeah.
So he can just like jack in.
Yeah.
which is amazing.
Nice.
Okay, the next bunch of anomalies connect to Echo, and they're all together, and they're called the Bad Batch. And
Okay.
although they have their own show, they're in the Clone Wars
They're
as
in the
well.
Clone Wars too.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And AKA Clone Force 99, named after clone number 99.
Yes.
Another key clone.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, yeah. Oh.
So the Bad Batch are, but they vary their members, but ostensibly it's Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, Crosshair, and Echo.
Right.
Are these sort of genetic modifications in a way?
Yes.
I couldn't understand if they were mutations happened by
Yeah.
accident or modifications.
They're experimental clones. They were intentionally, the Kaminoans specifically attempted to do some modifications and see what would happen
Okay.
almost.
Yeah.
So Hunter was given enhanced sensory abilities, so he's good at tracking and stuff like that.
Great.
Wrecker has got enhanced muscles. Tech has got enhanced mental capacity and intelligence, so he's good
Excellent.
at technology. Crosshair has got keen eyesight and marksmanship, so he's a great sniper.
Okay.
And Echo was not, but because he's got his own cybernetic implants and scomp arm,
Yeah.
he fits right
He fits
in.
in. with
Yeah,
them.
it was cute.
Cool.
They kind of invited him to join. They were like, if you feel out of place, you can come and join us.
Aw.
Like, it's, yeah.
That's so nice.
Beautiful. I love the Bad Batch so much.
Me too.
So their chips, they were affected by their kind of genetic mutations. So
Okay.
Order 66 didn't have quite the same effect on them as other clones. It did
Right. Gotcha.
on some of them, but not other. Like it affects them all in different ways, which is really
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay.
So yeah, Clone 99, you mentioned him just now. Bless him.
Another favourite.
Yeah. So he was another one that they tried to genetically mutate and it didn't really work. So he was unable to fight. At least that's how I
Gotcha.
understand it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do they do with the clone that's unable to fight?
Oh, they put him on like, he's sort of doing like cleaning duties and stuff in like the clone
he's a
training
janitor.
centre.
Oh.
Yeah. I know, I won't give it away, but he's like, he finds his heroic side.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's very sweet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He has a beautiful character arc in
does.
smaller. We don't see lots of him, but when we do,
No.
it's really lush. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the next non-regs that I've written are Boba Fett and Omega,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
who are kind of two of the same type of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
For different reasons. So we know Boba Fett was made
Obviously,
for Django.
Boba Fett's my favourite clone.
Favourite clone?
So far, I don't know.
You have a favourite clone.
Yay!
He was originally codenamed Alpha,
Okay.
obviously as in opposition to Omega, who's the other
that
one.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's, unaltered clone. So he's a direct clone of Django, as is Omega, except that she's female, but she's a pure replication of Django as well.
Okay.
They don't experience fast aging.
So they age normally
Yeah.
and don't have chips, or they do have chips.
They don't have chips.
They don't have chips.
Yeah, I don't think there's like any modifications. I
Right.
think they're just
Gotcha.
straight. Yeah.
Unaltered.
They're pretty much like Django's kids, aren't they? In a way?
Yeah.
Which means it's quite fun when Boba can, at a certain age, just can like infiltrate the clone training program as one of like the little clones. Which is really interesting because I think he kind of sees, it's almost like a family, and he's not
Yeah.
really got
Got
a
a family,
family.
yeah.
It's an interesting couple of episodes. as well.
Okay.
Yeah. He finds family in Aura Singh and Bosk and the other bounty hunters.
Cad
He
Bane,
becomes like,
sure.
yeah, they sort of train him up. Whereas Omega stays on Camino and
Yeah.
gets
Right.
involved in the science of everything until the Bad Batch come along and find her.
Okay.
So they've got very different arcs. I know there's a lot of people waiting for Omega to appear in live action,
Right.
which she totally could. She's going to be about the same age as Boba Fett.
Yeah.
It would be amazing if they met. I'm just,
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I feel like they're maybe getting Boba Fett into a place where the meeting with Omega would be really interesting and productive in some
So
way. but
have they met,
no,
or no?
No.
So do they know about each other?
I don't think they do. I think Omega knows about Boba, I think.
Omega
Okay.
seems to know all of
A
the
lot.
clones.
Yeah, she is, because she just hung out with Nala Se the whole time.
Yeah.
Right.
She's involved in the clone program as a scientist,
Okay.
even though she's
Yeah.
a child. But she's
Yeah.
she's super. There's another clone. This confused me a little bit in the Bad Batch, but I think she must have been like modified, called Mary Carr, who is another female clone of Django, but she's an adult, when Omega's a kid. So I feel like she must have had the
She had the aging.
double aging, yeah. And she's working as a scientist
So, yeah.
Okay.
as part of the whole cloning program beyond Camino, like into the kind of future stuff. Project Necromancer and all of that, which... There's one other clone.
Okay.
I don't know if you know about this one, Mary, called Sister. Have you heard of Sister?
No.
Oh.
She's a trans clone.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. She's part of the seventh Sky Corps. So she is, part of the thing. She's not in the Clone Wars. She's not in any TV stuff yet. Maybe she will be. She's in books. She was, I think, introduced in E.K. Johnston's Queen's Hope. You remember we were talking about the Padme trilogy?
Yes.
Which is partly set on Naboo and follows that. She's in that.
Okay.
And then she's also been mentioned in Mike Chen's Brotherhood novel, which is about Obi-Wan.
Okay.
And Qui-Gon, I think. Was it Obi-Wan and Anakin? Can't remember. Anyway, she's in that book too. So she's so far only in literary. But there's some beautiful stuff where she talks to Anakin about her name and that the clone troopers gave her that name in affirmation of her gender identity. And that Anakin just
sure.
accepts it.
Cool.
And although she's nervous about her identity, she gets support from the Jedi, and it's just like, this is the representation. And so her armor, of course, is like white with blue and pink kind of stripes.
That's amazing.
Had to bring her in there.
Yes, please. That's great.
Why haven't we seen her on TV yet?
I know. Maybe one day.
Sort it out.
Yeah.
This is our official request. Actually.
Official request.
Yeah.
Official request.
Putting into the universe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Manifesting.
So before we wrap up, I think we need to talk about the people who brought the clones to life.
Oh.
Because there's quite a few of them.
There's quite a few of them. Okay.
And it's pretty awesome. I mean, there's some behind the scenes stuff about the fact that, like, in the films, there were no physical clone armor. Like, you occasionally see Tamara's head.
Yeah.
When he's playing Cody or whatever.
Yeah.
But mostly everything was CGI because they hadn't figured out how to make the hardware suits exactly how they wanted them.
Okay.
They couldn't physically make them practically.
Sure.
So they did it with software instead. But then by the time we get to The Mandalorian and Ahsoka, we get some flashbacks. And by then they've figured out ways of doing it.
Yeah.
And so now, then there's a bit of debate over, like, do fans actually like the real physical ones? Now we've seen some clones in Ahsoka. I mean, I think I kind of do. The Ahsoka flashback scene is just...
Oh my goodness. When we saw Rex, you can imagine live action Rex.
I can imagine the sounds that Mary made.
It's so wild.
Like I said before, it's the fun-loving Anakin and it's Captain Rex and it's, it's...
And Ariana Greenblatt is, like, young Ahsoka. It's phenomenal as well. It's just like
incredible.
Anyway, so with that in mind, there's actors that play clones in person in live action.
Yeah.
So we've got Tamara Morrison, who we know as Boba Fett in the Book of Boba Fett, and Mando, but he also played the clones in Attack of the Clones. Yeah. There's also Daniel Logan, who played Boba Fett as a boy in Attack of the Clone, so he counts. And then there's another actor. I always thought it was just going to be Daniel Logan, but they've listed Bodhi Taylor, who performed some, like, young adult clones. I think he plays, like, the cadets. Yeah. Like the ones that are in between young Boba and Django
age.
At that particular age.
Yeah, sure.
And we've seen Tamara, as we said, playing a clone in live action.
Yeah.
A homeless clone in Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
But I think, in a way, because we're talking about the Clone Wars specifically, we need to shout out the voice actors, and in particular Dee Bradley Baker, who is unbelievable. I think he might end up in a reel.
Okay.
This episode.
Excellent.
He voices all of the clones.
He voices all of them. Okay, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
The Bad Batch in particular is mind-boggling because, well, no, actually, I think it's all mind-boggling. Each of the main Bad Batch characters, like Wrecker and Hunter and Tech, they've all got very different voices because they've been genetically modified. Yeah. They're very different from each other. They're all still clones, they've still got that kind of Django twang, the New Zealand accent, but he's created a more diverse range of voices for those characters.
Okay.
But in the Clone Wars, even between the regs, there's still difference. You know Rex, you recognise Rex compared to fives or wolf or whatever.
Okay.
He does it. I always imagined he would just like, I'll do all of the Wrecker stuff today for the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
And just get into Wrecker mode and then smash out all the Wrecker lines.
Yeah.
And then next day he'd be like, I'll do tech and get into that quick brain signal and be tech and
Speak
do all
that
of
way
those.
instead, yeah.
But he just does it in real time.
That's
my God,
wild.
That's awesome.
If you go and watch him doing it on YouTube, it's incredible. I mean, he's known as being an incredible, like he does animals and creatures and monsters and anything you've seen recently in an animation show that's like a weird monster is probably D. Bradley Baker. He is a genius. So he's important. He's obviously voiced the clones in Clone Wars, Rebels, Bad Batch, Tales of the Jedi, the video games.
Yeah.
He's just a job for life. Daniel Logan, who played Boba Fett in Attack of the Clones, does young Boba in the Clone Wars animation, which is lush. And of course, Tamara does the voice of the clones in the live action stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of voice acting.
Yeah.
There's an actor called Andre Sogliuzzo, I'm probably mangling his surname, apologies, Andre, who did the clones in the 2003 microseries.
Okay.
The pre-Clone Wars, which maybe one day we'll watch.
Yeah.
I don't think it's canon. It's really stylized. It's very much more like 2D stylized animation compared to what we're used to in the main Clone Wars. But technically, he's still a voice actor who has voiced clones.
He's voiced clones, yeah.
But really, D. Bradley Baker is...
It's completely mind-blowing, isn't it?
It is.
I love voice acting stuff. I have got very, very into listening to voice actors talk recently, finding out how they do it, because I don't understand. But
she says, immediately doing a character.
but I just can't do it very well or sustain any of them for that long or... Blah, blah.
I think as a sound editor, which is one of your many, many, many skills,
that's true.
You probably end up doing a little bit of voice acting. And I feel like some
I do
voice
it all the
actors
time, actually. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I have done voice acting.
I feel like some voice actors come from sound editing. Like that is a thing. I've heard sound editors on podcasts talking about how they, I just voiced this character because there was nobody else around and I just needed to do it quickly. Yeah.
I quite often end up having to like put in incidental stuff that they can't get the actors back to ADR, so I have to mimic other people, which is
so you're playing them.
So I play them, and that's wild when that happens.
That's amazing.
It's happened a couple of times, and sometimes I just have to play them being slightly panicky and breathing funny, but like other times I have to say a line, but I'll alter it, and it's quite interesting.
That's amazing.
So I do like the odd line.
Oh, well, this is another reason that you're going to love the Clone Wars, because you're just going to, I mean, I think he is impressive in the Clone Wars, obviously, because there's a lot of clone stuff. But I think when you get to the Bad Batch, that's when because it's just basically the cast of the Bad Batch is D. Bradley Baker, and then I've forgotten the actress's name who plays Omega. That's pretty much it. Like,
right.
It's just a cast of two.
Excellent.
Apart from like the bad guy guest stars, who come in for particular episodes or whatever. But, it's wild.
What's the guy who voices Moxie called? Is that Richard Horowitz?
Yes.
It is Richard Horowitz. He's insanely good, and he does...
I think I've heard of him.
Yeah, you will have done. He does everything as well. But watching him do anything ever is incredible.
Shout out to the voice actors.
Shout out to the voice actors.
Yeah, shout
we
out
like
to
the
voice
voice actors. They're great.
So often overlooked that they are just, they're genius.
Yeah.
Mary, is there anything about clones that you wanted to say in this episode that we haven't got to?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, we could sit here for hours.
I can see clones
I've
exclamation
just written,
mark. With...
I love Rex exclamation mark. And Clone 99, fave clones, ARC troopers. Yeah, they're pretty incoherent. I think we've covered everything.
I mean, I went on a super deep dive of
that was great.
Listing all weapons and all vehicles and all this kind of stuff. But maybe that's to be mentioned as we go along if we see any geeky stuff like that.
I think so.
Easter eggy bits.
I think so. I feel more prepared now, and actually, I feel more excited now because it is slightly daunting going into this. In an exciting way, it's slightly daunting, but I'm really glad that we've done this because I've been very, stuck in my other fandom, so it's nice to come back to this one.
Yeah, this is getting you hyped. This is all about the hype, this episode, really.
Yeah,
it's hyping me. I can't wait
Yeah.
to revisit all of these stories and these characters.
And you'll love, and it's just giving you more Star Wars. It's like, oh, did you like watching Star Wars? Have more Star Wars.
It's incredibly Star Warsy Star Wars as well. Like it's
so
like
Star
distilled
Warsy.
Star Wars. Which I love.
I'm like, yeah. Oh, this is a bit, but it's not specific about clones, but I like how we kind of learn more about the Jedi Council as well.
Ooh,
I really
yeah,
enjoyed
yeah.
that deep dive. Some
Okay.
good things, some not so good things.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, so just another thing to get you excited.
Okay.
So there's pirates.
Hondo! Yes! Oh my gosh!
I just bought my little Hondo action figure the other day. I realised I didn't have Hondo, so I had to buy a Hondo.
Nice.
Another favourite ep. We're both
He's
so cute.
and he's a great character that's like rippled out into other stuff. He's big
Yes.
in Rebels and
Yeah,
Sure.
sorry, I was about to do more spoilers,
So
but yeah, he's
much.
great. And just,
so much to look forward to,
Dathomir.
which is great.
Yeah.
So next week we are going to be kicking it off. We're in.
Oh,
we're doing
we're
Clone
in.
Wars, the movie, which is the opening of Clone Wars.
God. Oh my God.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. I'm quite excited. So I started out last season. I started out going in blind, and then just watching it, and then I went, no, this isn't working for me. So I watched the whole thing, and then it was a rewatch. But I'm not going to be able to do that anymore because I have another job. So
It's a big time undertaking.
I have several other jobs.
Yeah.
So we are now back to going in blind. And yeah, I'm just going to have to blind react a little bit. To
That's a good way to
everything
get
that
into the
happens.
Clone Wars, I think.
Yeah.
But also, I was about to say it's not too heavy. Sometimes it's heavy, but they're like 20-minute episodes, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So you can
Just
sort of,
again.
it
Get
suits an
over
ADHD brain. You'll be
Excellent.
happy to hear.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Good.
Well, if you're listening along and you're as excited as we are, let us know. Send us a message, put a comment or whatever. Don't forget to follow us.
Oh yeah,
on all the
follow us on all the
things.
places that you can follow us. We've got a TikTok now.
We've got TikTok at Sisters of the Force Pod. We've only got a few followers, so if you're on TikTok, get on there. Sisters of the Force Pod. Come and find us and follow us. I've just put the reels on there. They're getting watched. People are watching them.
People are watching the
We're
reels,
doing all right.
exactly. There we go.
Yeah, we just do us a few more followers, I guess. But yeah, follow us on all the places, and we will look forward to talking about the Clone Wars,
Oh my
the
gosh.
movie.
Oh my gosh. Next week.
Hi, Mary. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming
Mary.
Thank you.
Thank you,
and
resident
bringing
clone
your clone
expert.
joy. Yeah, we love it. And we'll be seeing you again very soon on a Clone Wars arc in the next near future. But yeah, until next week, look after yourselves. Go and watch the Clone Wars movie so that you're prepped and ready for our first proper Clone Wars episode. And then come and listen to us talk about it. And then argue with us in the comment section afterwards.
Sounds fun.
Until then,
Bye.
bye.
Bye.